Hey guys, I am here to talk to y'all about prepositional phrases acting as adjectives or adverbs. So I just pulled up your pacing guide for this week. So hopefully you received my email about that and you know that it is in modules under the week 2 distance learning module. So this is the pacing guide. You should have already done your quarantine journals for today. And so you should be right here on number 2, which is the grammar lesson, prepositional phrases, adjective and adverb phrases. This is going to be obviously a little bit different than me being in the classroom with y'all where you can raise your hand. But even though you're not right here in front of me, you still are able to raise your hand by emailing me, coming to my office hours, whatever it might be. And if you need one-on-one help, we can get a Zoom meeting together for anybody that needs extra help. So again, just contact me about it. All right. So everybody get out your grammar workbook. Hopefully you got that from school. If you didn't, please let me know so we can figure out a way for you to get that. And I want you to turn to page 129. All right, so I pulled it up. It's right here. This is page 129. We are starting to talk about chapter 7, lesson 7.1, prepositional phrases, adjective and adverb phrases. So prepositional phrases should not be anything new to you. If you're saying they are, you are lying to yourself and to me because you know that we talk about these all the time. So a prepositional phrase, I got my board ready, is when you have a preposition plus an object of the preposition, and we know an object of the preposition is a noun or a pronoun. I put it in parentheses because we always put our prepositional phrases in parentheses. So if you have your highlighter out, and if you don't, please get one. You can highlight the definition of a prepositional phrase. Again, you should know it already. This part just says that you could have a compound object of the preposition, and anything in between the preposition and the object, like an adjective, an article adjective, is still part of the prepositional phrase. Okay? All right, so look at these examples. Under the green couch. So under is your preposition. Couch is your object. It's your noun. And the and green are both adjectives. So they still would all go in parentheses. Now look at this one. To her and me. We know and is a conjunction and to is our preposition. So you just have a compound object. No big deal. That would all go in parentheses. In 3 hours. In is a preposition. Hours is your object. And then 3 is just your adjective. So all that will go in parentheses. So take a second to think about that. If you have any questions about it, make sure that you kind of put a question mark beside it so you can reach out to me. All right. So why do we have prepositional phrases? Well, the reason why we have prepositional phrases is because we want to add more information, more detail to our sentence so it can make more sense to our reader and make our writing better, which is the ultimate goal. So a prepositional phrase adds information to a sentence by modifying. We know modifying means describing another word in the sentence. So this sentence just says the gorilla ran. Okay, well, that's great. We've got a subject, we've got a verb, it's a sentence. But we don't know about where the gorilla ran, how is this gorilla running. We don't know anything about the situation. We don't know if it's a specific kind of gorilla, whatever. So now look underneath it. The gorilla near the fence ran to the zookeeper with food. So now you added near the fence, which tells you where the gorilla was. To the zookeeper, it's telling you where the gorilla ran. And then with food is telling us what the zookeeper had. Okay, so those 3 prepositional phrases really change that sentence altogether. Okay, now we're getting to the part that's a little bit different. Sometimes, as in the sentence above, a prepositional phrase modifies the object in a preceding prepositional phrase. So I want you to highlight that for me. Okay, we know preceding just means before. Also, more than one prepositional phrase may modify the same word. So all that means is right here, if you notice, with the food is modifying the prepositional phrase right in front of it, okay? And that's okay. Then you're going to see right here, it says, for several minutes, the gorilla stared at me. At me is where the gorilla stared, and for several minutes, it's telling you how long that the gorilla stared. So it's just, they're both describing stared, which again is no big deal. Now, an adjective phrase is a prepositional phrase that modifies a noun or pronoun in the sentence. Okay,